And welcome to episode 22 of the IRL Podcast with Greg and Mike. And I'm one of your hosts, Magic Johnson. And to my right-hand man, some would call him the Silent Bob to my J. Others would call him the Cagney to my Lacey. Nice. But I like to call him the Robin to my Batman. And it is that other guy.
I'm Greg.
He's Greg.
We might have had these last show. I don't know.
Maybe not. I have a whole new drink.
You have a new one, yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks for saying.
I was thinking ahead.
Thanks for saying Magic Johnson when I'm wearing my Chris Mullen jersey.
Hell, dude, it's so appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Cheers. And I basically have the Alani Blue Raspberry Energy. Their last drink that I had last episode that certainly still isn't there because it wasn't that long ago.
Because it wasn't 45 minutes ago.
Nope, certainly wasn't. It was super tasty. It was a peach. The Blue Raz. Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see how we do because we're hunting for sponsors.
Oh, by the way, and yes, this is also just not unlike last show. The Monster Reserve Orange Dreamsicle. There you go.
Man, you can't make me take on the gear that I'm getting ready to toss out.
Anyway.
I know I said that we were going to be using the new microphones already, but I lied.
No, we're doing another show, and then
they weigh a metric ton.
Well, no, next time, Mandy Panda's Joyce's show, then we'll use them.
God damn, that was tart. It was really good, but it was very tart. Nice. Ooh, holy shit.
Anyway.
So, this is the IRL podcast. This is in real life. We are not NPCs. And one thing I know for certain that we never ever do is we never ever 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 ever
glitch.
Ever.
No.
Not even a little bit.
It's maddening that people keep telling us.
I know.
Why do you glitch? And we're like, we don't.
Sparky McWet Pants and Mr. Nippleback, they keep fucking bringing that shit up. I don't know who these guys are. Mr. Nippleback? Who the fuck is that? Like, are you a dyslexic fucking Chad Kruger fan or something?
Wow.
Anyway, I don't know. But I digress. We are advocates of, and this is a safe haven for the differently abled community because we are, Gregor.
We are differently abled.
Indeed, and we are.
We prove it every show.
We do.
Yeah.
And to give you Exhibit A, we're going to bring on one of our very, very, very first and most popular segments of all time.
Yeah.
Guess that scenario. Oh, shit. Sorry. Got a little carried away.
Okay, but that's...
Oh, and one thing I make sure... You guys have to know one thing. One thing about this show.
Yeah.
That it doesn't matter whatever is going on in the world, we will always and forever...
We bow down to Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Often.
So, about Peter Dinklage, we are proponents of the Hot One show. We have the Hot One sauces.
Yep.
Peter Dinklage was on Hot Ones last week.
Was he?
I have not watched it yet.
Oh shit! We gotta do. Okay,
Yeah.
if we have to do a fucking review of that.
Yeah, because
even if I do an unapologetically real with that guy named Mike, I will try to do. Yeah.
No, we got to do that together.
It won't be monetized. It'll instantly be copyrighted because it's Hot Ones.
Yeah.
But I'll do a review, dude.
When I saw the clip on like that Peter Dinklage was on Hot Ones, I had to change all my clothes after that.
What the fuck? God.
Oh wait, but can I? Okay,
Stared off into space. And... That was weird.
Yeah.
A little bit weird. Okay.
Well, welcome to the Mineville Repute.
Yes.
Indeed. I live up here, and it's
well is deep.
Scary fucking place, I tell you. All right. Okay, so we're gonna do a guess that scenario. I came up with this one like literally months ago.
Okay.
Because I don't know, Mike and I went through a lot of like trials and tribulations on a personal level for the last couple of months, And so we are here today, and so we're bringing this back, but it's been a while, so I kind of have to kind of make this up as I go along. So this is a former school district employee. I think it was in Ohio. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Who got arrested and had to do 9 years in prison for the following. Okay.
9 years. Okay.
So I'm going to give you 4 scenarios. You got to pick which one it is.
Okay.
And if you get it right on the first one, I have to eat the hot sauce. So do we know which hot sauce we're going to do? Because the last show we did 2 new ones.
You get to pick since I picked the last time.
Okay, which one is...
There's that dude has one more up there.
Where?
If you want,
This
right
one?
there. Yeah. You bought the kit.
Oh, I did? Okay.
you
So-
brought these over.
And I'm going to tell you right now, there are 4 scenarios for you.
To choose from? Okay.
This one probably isn't going to be that hard for you.
All right,
gonna
let's
say
get it
that,
on.
okay?
Let's get it on, brother.
So this
Let's
is
get it
why
on, man.
the former school district employee, I'm not saying it's a teacher, it's a school district employee, got thrown in prison for 9 years for doing one of the following:
Okay.
stealing 11,000 cases of chicken wings,
Sounds like something I would do.
filling a junior high gymnasium with 7 tons of horse manure. This is, by the way, this is during the pandemic, so there were no kids at the school. I should have mentioned that. So this is like an empty, totally empty school. Grotesquely defacing a statue of Stuart Little.
Stuart Little?
Yeah, grotesquely defacing.
A statue of Stuart Little.
Yes, or sending vagina pictures to Catholic elementary school children.
Oh my God.
So you've got stealing
The mind of ill repute definitely fucking put in work on this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So stealing 11,000 cases of chicken wings, filling a junior high gymnasium with 7 tons of horse manure, grotesquely defacing a statue of Stuart Little, or sending vagina pictures to Catholic elementary school children.
Okay, so just to break this down, I feel like the vagina pictures thing is just straight out of the fucking mind of ill repute. Just Greg's like, I wish I'd had this when I was 14.
Or 56.
The horse manure? That would only make sense if it was in Florida. I'm pretty sure.
No, I think this was Ohio. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I think it was like
that's
upper Midwest.
That's what makes it kind of a misnomer. It's because it's not.
Okay.
It's not in the giant penis of America, our favorite state,
Right.
to make fun of the junk of the skunk.
Sure.
That is our dumpster fire of a country right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, we're doing pretty fucking good compared to where we were a while ago.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know. Okay, the one that sounds the most sane, in the most insane, and that I didn't turn my phone and do not disturb.
That's right.
Even though I told you, we need to turn our data off.
Airplane.
God, I really hope.
Before you do that, I'm gonna
Okay,
put the
he's
sauce
gonna
in just
do the
so.
old shake weight.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't? No. Well, oh shit, man. We got to talk about that sauce here in a minute.
There.
So, oh shit. Okay. All right.
That's a-
no,
that's
that's
a-
fair. That's
that's
fair.
an ample
That's
supply
fair.
of sauce.
No, it's a liberal amount, but that's okay.
Yeah. It's a liberal amount of my sauce.
There you go. Well, thanks for phrasing it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm trying to be logical and trying to think
Okay.
maybe the world isn't as fucked up as it really is. I'm gonna say chicken wings.
Is that your
She
final
stole
answer?
the chicken wings. Yes.
Okay. So you're thinking it's the chicken wings over vagina pictures, Stuart Little defacing,
Yes.
and a gymnasium full of horse manure?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Oh, fucking happy day, happy day, happy day.
What's this?
See,
You can't tell me that's the same length the same amount of cheering at the end.
I may
It's
or
more.
may not have the ability to adjust the length of that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't know. I could tell you, but I'd have to.
Okay. Read this sauce while I.
So this sauce is the zombie apocalypse sauce,
Look at that. I got it all.
which I believe is ghost pepper.
Okay.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I was gonna eat that. Holy shit. Zombie apocalypse sauce. It's hot. And it's good.
Starts out nothing, but it's building.
Yeah. It's like the last dab, I think. Where you're like, oh, this actually tastes good. And then you're like, oh shit, what did I do? Mistakes were made.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad?
Well-
Shit. Are you just tricking me into trying it?
You should actually try it. It's not that bad.
Some bitch. Maybe some. Alrighty, so that was a quick guess at scenario. So, segment 2, you guys
Segment
are in.
2.
You guys are in luck. We got Gregor has a top 8 list, and the reason that we do top 8s is because 10s take way too long.
Hold on. Now it's
Is it kicking
Fuck,
in
now
right
it's
before
in.
I eat it?
yeah. Now it's
Son
in.
of a bitch.
It takes like 2 minutes.
Well, I can get them. I just got your residual, so
Yeah, it's not the first
that
time.
doesn't taste too bad.
It comes on, but it's not that strong. That first one that I may or may not have tried about an hour and a half ago, when we might not have done the other show, that one hurt. This one's lingering though. Well, maybe it's lingering, or the fact that I've had to do 3 different hot sauces in the last couple hours, or last hour. Yeah. Okay. So why was it top 8? Did you explain?
Because I was born August 8th. So 8
Which
has
is
always been my favorite
8-8.
number.
Yeah.
And 8 is the infinity symbol turned on its head, which I always found fascinating. And which is also, it comes from the precession of the equinoxes. That's why it's the infinity. And 10s just take too long,
Yeah.
like my explanation of the segment.
Top 8 heavy metal songs of all time.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
Top 8. This, again, is a list that I came up with a long time ago. I don't even remember where I got it from. So, without further ado, the top 8 heavy metal songs of all time.
Of all time.
Number 8. Holy Wars, The Punishment Due, Megadeth.
Okay, the top 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Number 7. Crazy Train by Ozzy.
Okay.
So this has got to be a heavy hitter list if that's,
You know, it's-
because
I
I would
just-
put that a little bit higher.
I just watched the induction of Ozzy into
Oh, to
the
the
Hard
Rock and
Rock
Roll
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And Jack Black was the dude that came. He was like the host announcer guy.
Yeah.
And like his breakdown was so Jack Black and so fucking Ozzy. Like I almost like got a little bit choked up while being like, fuck yeah! Like, dude, how are you like, fuck yeah, but choked up at the same time?
Yeah.
Only somebody like Jack Black can actually bring that out of you during a heavy metal like Hall of Fame induction.
Yeah. I actually saw Ozzy in concert. Rob Zombie opened, and fucking Rob Zombie brought it. But anyway, Ozzy was going through a set, and this was like 10 years ago, so he's like old Ozzy at this point. And we're in the middle of the concert. He goes, "This next song is, I'm not gonna tell you." And then he goes back and he picks up a piece of paper. He picks up a piece of paper off the drum riser, and he goes, "Okay." So he had
Crazy Train!
yeah, but he couldn't remember the set list.
That's why there's supposed to be like 5 of them fucking taped to the floor in front of you.
It was fucking hilarious. It was great. It was probably the best part of the whole show.
You know what's crazy? He's like, I got to give it to fucking Bilderback, the frontman of 627.
Yeah.
Like every show we've ever played, he's had like multiple set lists where he's just like, here, put it down in front of your shit. You know what I mean? Like we always have had set lists next to our monitors, man. Like always. I'm just like, dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're going into that song next, dude.
Nice.
I mean, dude, if you're playing fucking bar gigs, it doesn't matter if you're playing the Lo-Fi in Seattle, or the Whiskey A Go Go, or the fucking Crocodile, all venues we played. Bring a fucking set list, tape that shit to the fucking floor. You print it at home. Come on, Ozzy.
Speaking of the Whiskey A Go Go, number 6, Ace of Spades. By
Nice!
motherfucking Motorhead.
So I have to ask you a
So
question.
that's
So,
what?
and I don't know if you remember this. It's from a movie. If Lemmy and God got in a fight, who would win?
Chuck Norris.
No, it's a trick question. Lemmy is
No,
God.
no, let me just got okay. Actually, I've got a.
Like Chuck Norris.
I've got a. I don't know if I'm pointing to it or not, but I've got a Rickenbacker left-handed bass tattoo, mostly because I'm never going to be able to afford a real Rickenbacker because they're like fucking 5,000.
Yeah.
But also because of Lemmy. Lemmy is like my god. Seriously, yeah.
He is the reason why I started playing my guitar or my bass guitar like a rhythm guitar. When I saw that he was doing bar chords,
Yeah.
it's just like, I was like, whoa, you can do that?
Yeah.
That's allowed?
So
Lemmy said, this is okay, folks. You can do bar chords on your bass, and it sounds amazing if you add distortion.
Yeah.
And I was hooked.
So I saw Motorhead in concert about 3 weeks before Lemmy died.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and so it was in Salt Lake City, and he comes on stage and he goes, "We are Motorhead, and we play rock and roll." And he lasted like 4 songs, and then they had to cut the concert because he was too sick.
Yeah.
Because he was in his fucking 70s at that point. But I was able to see Lemmy before he passed. You also have kind of a Lemmy thing going on when you would go down, because that's why I said Whiskey A Go Go.
Yeah, so the very first time that 627, I believe it was the first time. No, it was the second time. No? It was the first time. I can't remember because both times we played with Agent Orange. So I was like, the both experiences blur together. One of the times that my band played Whiskey A Go Go, no, it was the second time because we just flew in and it was a red-eye flight. So we went from, we were doing this little tour thing, and we went from Bellingham to Seattle to Tacoma to Olympia, and then our next show was the Whiskey A Go Go.
No kidding.
So we flew this fucking like red-eye flight, and we get there. I believe I'm getting this right. And we got this like rental fucking vehicle. We got like, it was, I believe it was like a Denali. Mm-hmm. You know, like the poor man's fucking Escalade.
Yeah.
And we all like pull up to the hotel. We were at the Beverly Hilton.
Oh.
So we were like right there, like off of the strip, but near Beverly Hills.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh shit, this is like a fucking famous place, man. Fucking Greg spent some money on this shit. But the rooms weren't ready yet. So we're fucking tired as fuck. Everybody's sleeping and shit. We're all just sitting in this Denali and shit with the air conditioning going, just fucking like sleeping with our heads up against the windows and shit. So they call Greg or whatever, like, hey, your rooms are ready and shit. So we fucking finally pull in. We all get our luggage up to our rooms and shit. And I think we had 2 or 3 rooms. There was like multiple bedrooms.
Right.
And one of them had like a fold-out couch, which I think somebody slept on. So everybody wanted to sleep. And I was like, I'm fucking wide awake at this point. And I'm like, dude, I want to fucking... Like last time we came...
Getting your second wind.
like the first time we were down... It was our second time. Because the first time we went down there, we were on tour with like RVs and vans. And some of us had kids with us. We had our kids and shit with us. So it was like... I couldn't really do anything cool on Sunset Strip with fucking like preteens in the fucking RV. Like, behave, Dad's gonna go down to the Viper Room and fucking drink whiskey with fucking Johnny Depp. That wasn't happening the first time. Right. So the second time, I was like, fuck it, man. I got no kids. I got money. We're in fucking LA. So I was like, I want to go on the Strip and I want to like check out some places that we didn't hit the first time. So the best friend of the band, he's like our mascot, Mr. fucking Joe Mac. He actually has cameos in all of our music videos.
Is that the guy that has a man crush on you?
On me? No. No, Joe? No.
You know what I'm talking about.
No,
though.
we have a fan that
Yeah.
maybe or maybe
Let's-
not. I
we
don't
can
know.
probably stop
Yeah.
talking about that guy.
But no, Joe actually is in our music videos. So if you watch our first music video, he's like the delivery guy, driver guy that's like throwing the packages around and not giving a fuck about the packages and shit. And he's
So
in our
pretty much just like any Amazon driver.
basically he's every FedEx and Amazon driver in America right now. But he's like I said, he makes a cameo in all of our music videos and whatnot. And he's been to almost every show. He actually flew to the Whiskey A Go-Go with us.
Wow.
Just because he's our best buddy.
Nice.
We're like, come to fucking LA and fucking we're gonna play some shows down there. Fly down there with us. Fucking mascot sidekick guy that doesn't play any instruments, but he's like an official member of the band, but doesn't have any
Right.
doesn't play any instruments.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it.
he's Joe.
Yeah.
So-
He's like an official member of the band, but he doesn't play, just like the third guitarist in Iron Maiden.
Literally.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah. So he was the only one that was awake that didn't want to go back to sleep. So I'm like, dude, you want to like go up and like fucking get some drinks and fucking go hit some like famous places on the strip? And he's like, sure. So we walk up, we went up to the Whiskey, and they weren't open yet. So they're like, no, you got to come back. We got shows tonight. And we're like, yeah. I'm like, I'm playing tonight. My name's on the marquee.
Yeah, that means us.
I'm here. And he's like, and? I'm
Oh.
like, oh. They don't give a fuck. Talent is like, they're still like, wait till your time. Wait till the back opens up, smarty pants.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Total douchebag.
Okay. Like,
Okay.
the staff is still setting everything up, which I get it. You know, they don't want
Yeah.
fucking artists in there walking around. What are you guys doing? Like, yeah, I get it.
You're
So,
doing it wrong.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then we went down to the Viper Room. Same fucking thing. They're like, come back at 7:30. We got shows tonight. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm playing at 10:30 at the Whiskey Go-Go 627 up there
Yeah.
on the marquee. That's my band. And he's like, well, have a good show, dude. See you next time. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
All right,
they
so-
probably see so much fucking.
Yeah, and I'm like, 0 for 2.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize none of these places, they don't fucking open up till like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And it was the middle of the fucking day. I just
Yeah.
wanted to day drink and then go take a nap and then go play the show.
Right.
So, me and Joe, we walk up the fucking hill from there because we got to cross the street because like the Viper and the Whiskey are almost like a kitty corner to each other. They're not on the same side of the street, but the Viper Room's just like half a block down.
I've been to both of them, and
So
I
you know
don't
what I'm talking
remember.
about.
No,
Yeah.
that's my point. I don't remember. I don't fucking remember anything from that night.
So if you walk out of both places, you can see the marquee of the other
Okay.
place.
Okay.
From like when you walk out, you're like, it's the street, and you're
Right.
like, oh, there's a
Right.
fucking other place. So if you walk up just 2 blocks from the Whiskey, it's the Rainbow Room.
Gotcha.
And the Rainbow is where, you know, all the dudes that were playing at both places, they would go up there for like after party shit because they would stay open really fucking late, and they were cooking breakfast at like 1, 2,
middle of
3
the
in the
day?
morning.
Oh,
no, in the
morning, yeah.
So all these fucking rockers that fucking are half fucking drunk and on cocaine that just played a show at the Whiskey.
Go up
You're
to the
talking
Rainbow.
The Van Halens and the Motley Crues and like all the
Well,
they would go up to the Rainbow
Right.
and drink coffee and eat fucking hash browns and eggs and toast and shit, and then go home and have their little after party with their friends and fucking pass out and then wake up at 2:30 in the afternoon and do it all over again. So
if Tommy Lee was there, did he have to pay for 2 people like him and his dick?
yes,
Okay.
well it was a BOGO, buy one get
Buy
one.
one get one. Okay. Yeah.
But up there at the Rainbow, there is the famous Lemmy
Right.
booth.
Right.
There's a stool and a booth area where you're not really supposed to sit.
Right. Because that's
But
Lemmy's.
I've seen people sit there and take pictures. When I got my pictures taken there, I'll try to find it and post it if I can. I sat in the booth next to Lemmy. So I basically went up there and I'm like, dude, let's go have a beer with Lemmy's ghost.
Yeah.
And Joe was like, huh? So we went up there and he's like, oh, yeah, Lemmy. And, he remembered, like, yeah, he used to come here all the time. So what's cool is, like, he used to play the same strip poker
Yeah.
video game.
He was a
For years.
fucking junkie.
Yeah.
On that game.
And the ashtray is literally fucking, like, super glued to the top of the bar so nobody can steal it. So it's the same ashtray he used every fucking day. The same poker game. It's plugged in, but you're not allowed to play it. sometimes they unplug it just because people come over and try to put money in it, and
Right.
it's like got duct tape on the fucking coin
Right,
thing.
right.
The stool literally has a sticker on it that says "Do not sit on me."
Right.
Like it's all set up to be like, please be respectful, and it's nothing but Lemmy pictures all in that little corner, right? And so we go up there, I buy a beer, and I fucking cheers Lemmy, and we have a ghost, I get a picture and all that shit, or we have a beer with his ghost,
Nice.
all that shit.
Something that I don't even know if you know this about Lemmy, I might have told you, is he moved from England to L.A.
Yeah,
Do you
so
know-
he lived
do
like
you-
3 blocks
right.
from the Rainbow.
Hold on. The reason why he moved from England to L.A. is to be that close to that bar.
Really?
Yes, that's the reason why he moved fucking continents so he could be close to the Rainbow.
You know what's crazy? So we started talking to the staff that worked there, and the girl that was our bartender, she goes, hold on, so I've only been working here for a few years. Let me go find the shift manager. So she walks back and she gets this guy, and he comes out and he's like, yo, what's up? And I was like, we were just asking random questions about Lemmy being there. You know, I'm like, how long was he here? And he's like, dude, he spent the remaining years of his life
Yeah.
hanging out here almost every day. If he didn't have shows or some kind of event to do,
He was there.
He was here. And
Yeah.
he would show up at like fucking 10 in the fucking morning and leave at like 10 at night, dude. And he's like, when he decided to be sober,
Well, he kind of
he
had
basically
to. He
would
kind of
sit,
had to be
he's
sober.
like, he drank coffee and chain smoked cigarettes for fucking 12 hours a day and sat there. And he's like, he would sit there. He's like, there was 2 types of customers. Customers that had no idea who the fuck this old fucking weird guy was out at the end of the bar who's chain smoking constantly. And fans, rock fans.
and then other fans that were just like going like this.
He's like, there was literally like a line of people that would be like, they would, because it's an outs there. He was at the outside part of the bar. So it's like a big circus tent thing connected to the Rainbow. So the outside bar is where he hung out.
Oh,
So when it rains, they just close the little
Right.
curtain door things,
Right.
and you know what I mean? But you're allowed to smoke in there. That's why he hung out there, because you
'Cause
could
he could
smoke in
smoke.
there outside
Right.
the outside bar, right? So people would be standing around drinking beers and smoking cigarettes, being like, should we go up and talk to him? Should we go up and talk to him?
I
And the guy's like, I saw so many people that it would take him 40 minutes to get the nerve to go up and ask Lemmy, hey, can I get your autograph and get a picture with you? And he's like, oh, man, yeah, get on in
Yeah.
here, man. I love you guys, man. He's like, that dude was so
Okay,
gracious
stop.
and approachable.
stop.
To
That might have been the
everybody.
best. That might have been the best Lemmy impression I've ever heard. You almost grew a giant mole out of your cheek.
So I thought that was really cool. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like, the dude, he knew like 1 out of 4 people are going to be like, oh my God, there's a living legend
Yeah.
right fucking there.
That is that's Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah,
right there
dude. Legit.
for heavy metal. You know, the Godfathers of speed metal, whatever you want to say. I mean, yeah. Anyway, should we move?
Let's
off
hurry
of
up
that?
with this, because
Should-
I almost want to do like who we think our top 4 fucking Mount Rushmore fucking rock gods are.
Okay, number 5,
Number 5.
Angel of Death by Slayer.
Okay.
We probably have to make this a little bit quicker, but I will tell you my Slayer story. Is I went to the Cow Palace outside of San Francisco. It was as dingy and shitty as the name, the Cow Palace. We used to go see AC/DC there and everything. So we got tickets, and there's
Cow Palace.
There's 2 different parking lots for the Cow Palace. There's the lower parking lot and the upper parking lot. The police did not go to the upper parking lot, so we would get there like 10 hours before a concert. Saw a guy drink an entire, like half a bottle of Jack Daniels while he stood on top of a car. Unbelievable. So anyway, so we had tickets to go see Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax. And we got so I never made it inside. We lost the tickets.
Oh, that's right.
We got
I've
so
heard this.
fucked
Yeah.
up that we couldn't even like see like this far. So it was like one of the only times in my life I smoked pot, and I was crossfaded, right?
Oh, shit.
And so we lost the
Crossfaded,
tickets.
Greg.
We lost the tickets, so I never made it inside. You know where the tickets were? They were in the glove box.
Oh my god.
Number 4, The Trooper, Iron Maiden.
Okay, I mean, okay.
You gotta have
These are kind of getting back there. These are old school, man. There's
Well-
like nothing relevant, nothing new, nothing.
No, there's nothing new. There's nothing new.
No, like Lamb of God
Nope,
or
nope.
What?
Number 3. By the way, I love Maiden. I've
Did
seen
you
them.
Google old school heavy
No,
metal, like
nope.
heavy metal from the
This,
90s?
this guy must have been like an old school dude that wrote the article. I mean, I love Iron Maiden. I saw them. I've seen them. Oh God, I got it.
I want to know how they vetted this list. Was it like record sales?
Who knows?
Like
Who knows? I don't remember.
likes on Instagram?
Okay, well, okay, fuck.
Anyway,
I got.
keep going.
Right, I got to real quick. Did I ever tell the story about Wasp that opened for Iron Maiden? Did I tell that on this show? So I went to go see Maiden, and Wasp opened, and it was an outdoor show at the Sacramento Sac
Wasp
Expo.
was playing with Iron Maiden.
Yeah. So
What,
Wasp,
did Stryper turn them down? Like Firehouse is like, nah, dude, we're good.
oh God.
If you guys don't know those
Striper.
references,
yeah,
like,
Striper.
Google that shit.
To hell with the devil.
The joke will be funnier once
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I wear yellow and black sometimes too. No, so Wasp opened, and this could never happen in a concert now. So Blackie Lawless, the lead singer for Wasp,
Yeah.
pushes out this meat grinder that's like 15 feet high, like
Oh, yeah, I
onto the
heard
stage.
about that shit.
So
This is like some Guar shit.
yeah, so then they took like this bound and gagged woman in a green bikini that's all like fucking handcuffed and everything. Like you can't do that now. And they like and she's all like struggling. So they push her up the stairs to the top of the meat grinder and she falls in. And then Blackie takes like the handle that's like 8 feet long and he starts grinding and raw meat shoots out into the crowd.
Of course. It's
We
like fucking
lost
hamburger.
our fucking minds.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, number 3. We're in the top
Dude,
3 now.
Hey, the fucking 80s, dude, with like
Oh yeah.
Ozzy and the water hose, but
Yeah.
it's got like red food coloring in it, so it looks like blood, like Guar and like fucking
Guar.
chopped up pork chop meat out
Actually,
in the crowd.
Gore's
like,
coming. I think Gore's coming.
Are they?
Yeah.
Or are they arriving?
They're oh, look at that. The Mineville repute is rubbing off on Hellscape. Number 3. Painkiller by Judas Priest.
Okay.
I
Again,
don't-
dude, these feel like
Wait, I don't
they
know
was
this.
just Gen X.
I don't know
This
these.
dude's definitely our age.
I never got into Judas Priest, so I don't even know that song. Anyway,
All right.
number 2, which I think could be, you can make
Breaking
it.
the law. Breaking the law.
Right.
Pew, pew. Is that the only one you know?
Yeah. Well, no, I know a couple of others, but, well, Turbo Lover doesn't even fucking count because it's such a terrible song. Okay, number 2.
And I'm pretty sure it's about
Dude,
bad anal stuff.
Rob
It's
Halford.
Really, yeah.
Well, I mean, Turbo
Lover just has some fucked up connotation,
They were
dude.
their fucking. That was like their radio song. Number 2, which you could make an argument that should be number 1, Master of Puppets. Seriously,
And that's number 2?
that's number 2.
Okay.
I'm not.
I can't. Okay.
I don't like the number 1 pick. Actually, I like the group, but I don't like the song they picked. You might have a
I
different.
would
opinion.
argue one over Master of Puppets, but if you're talking like the best Metallica song,
Yeah, it's for me.
one was so uniquely pinnacle for its
it was
time.
revolutionary. It really was. I stayed up till
It
4 in the
literally
morning.
changed the way kids were writing riffs at the time, dude.
Yeah.
And like the sustained double bass and a lot of shit. Nobody was doing that at the time. They were doing double bass, but it was sporadic and quick, and there was different little patterns and like
Yeah.
they're like little spurts of like double bass, but nobody was like, you know what I mean? Like Lars was like, all right, motherfuckers, I may not be the most dynamic drummer, but I'm gonna set down a fucking cadence that sounds like a fucking metronome.
Yeah.
And you motherfuckers gotta fucking represent. You gotta bring it. You gotta bring it. So
I stayed up till like 4 in the morning to see the world premiere of that video on Headbangers Ball.
oh dude.
Like they because Headbangers Ball in California was like midnight to 4 in the morning, and I would stay up like every fucking Saturday of course they like touted it as a world premiere, like the entire show, and it was like the last one they played. Number 1,
oh shit.
Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath.
Okay,
So-
really? That's their number one?
That's
really?
their number one. Yeah, and
Out of all the Black Sabbath songs?
see,
that's
I'm
the one? What?
I'm okay with Black Sabbath having the number one song, just not that one. Really.
Mr. Crowley's better than that.
Mr. Crowley. Oh,
There's
wait,
so
hold
many
on. Mr.
Ozzy songs better than that.
No,
What the fuck?
Mr. Crowley was when he was a solo artist, though. That was off the Diary of the Madman album. I
No,
think.
you're right. That was Ozzy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I know who you
Back
wish.
in the Randy Rhoads days.
I know. Okay, here I'm gonna make Mike mad right now.
Great.
You know that Black Sabbath, the lead singer, the number one song should have been with Ronnie James Dio.
Dude, shut your fucking mouth right now. The fuck is wrong with you? Dude, shut up. Get out of my house.
Okay,
Just go.
Okay.
Podcast is over. This is
on.
our last episode, folks.
Hold on.
Have
hold
a good
on,
one.
Hold on. I'm gonna make Mike even madder this time.
You know what? Chuck Norris is a bitch.
Okay, that's on you.
yeah.
It's- when
Yeah.
you when you wake up
That's
dead
where I
tomorrow,
went.
when you wake up fucking dead. Okay, watch this.
He's gonna sneak in like a ninja.
I'm gonna make Mike real super mad. How about them Seahawks?
Yeah, dude. What the fuck happened, man? Did you see that our fucking dudes got in a fight?
No, dude. No, I heard about it, but
Yeah, so
No.
Jaron Reed, like our like veteran old school like nose guard dude who's like the leader in the box.
yeah.
Like he went after fucking Derek Hall, man. Like he chewed his ass for fucking hitting Josh Allen late and caused dude that roughing the passer
Yeah.
call gave them the easy fucking first down, which resulted in a fucking touchdown, which basically was the last nail in the coffin. We're like we had no chance mathematically of coming back after that. So
He said leader in the box.
oh my god, how long? Mind the repute sat on that whole time.
Yeah,
fucking
I kept
weirdo.
that in my pocket. So so I started watching the Niners on last night, and then it was 10-3 and we were losing, and we played so shitty that I turned it off because I can personally make the Niners lose. So then they came back and won. So I actually have Niner fan. My friends that are Niner fans tell me that I'm not allowed to watch the Niners for the rest of the year. And I don't care if the Niners win another game this whole year, as long as they win on November 17th against the Seahawks.
How much does it suck that potentially the fucking Arizona Cardinals could end up leading the NFC West?
Yeah.
How the fuck did we get here?
They look the best.
How the fuck did we get here,
I don't
though?
know. I don't know.
What the fuck is going on?
That's for another show, though. We got to wrap
They're
this
the
up.
most irrelevant motherfucking team in our fucking... And they're like, hey, we could take the division. The fuck is happening right now? It's week 8.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, enough about football.
And actually, when they first moved there, they were the Phoenix Cardinals,
Yep.
which
that's
is
right.
an ornithological oxymoron.
Is it almost like the San Francisco 49ers being not in San Francisco? Is
Right.
it similar to that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up
I
where
know,
everybody
Jake.
drinks their wine with the pinky out.
Yeah, actually, one of the only 49ers games I went. Hold on, one of the only 49er games I've gone to like maybe 4 or 5 Niner games my whole life.
I keep hitting my mic cable and it's making my mic fucking wobble. I can keep hearing
The
it.
first game I went to go see was in the early '80s when they were, Ronnie Lott and fucking Montana and all those guys. We in the parking lot we saw this table with with red tablecloth, and I swear to God, everybody was drinking white wine. There were like 25 people sitting on this table, like they leaned a little bit too hard into the stereotype or something, because they were drinking fucking white wine at a table with tablecloth in the parking lot of a fucking football game.
Oh my god.
It made me sad to see that.
Buffy.
Yeah. Anyway,
All right, folks. So, with that being said,
okay.
thank you for joining us for
Yes.
episode 22.
22.
22. Alrighty, and until next time, keep it strange, y'all.
Inappropriate and weird.
And like always, here's your weird, awkward, inappropriate, and or funny TikTok moment of the day.
Like.
You're welcome.
I was searching around the internet, and all of a sudden, I was downloading this thing, and I got a computer virus.
I want to see it. Show me what you were downloading.
I deleted the virus. Oh my God, Mom! I had a computer virus, and I got scared that I had the virus. And when I was getting out of my chair, my pants were slipping, and I was pulling them up and getting back on the chair. I got scared and my pants slipped down a little